Yo, what's up guys? Welcome to Geek Done Right, the show where I talk about whatever it is I feel like. I'm Chris, thanks for coming to geek out with me, and Callie's back! Yay! We recently got to go to an event together that was really quite interesting, and you probably know what it is by the title of this video. Dragon Con.
It was so awesome.
For those of you that don't know, Dragon Con is kind of like the Comic-Con of the Southeast. And it is 5 days now. And instead of being in one large convention center, it's spread out across multiple hotels and also this area called America's Mart, which is where they usually do a lot of their vendors and other things like that. Man, they have something for everybody.
Yeah, I heard 85,000 attendees is
what
they're usually getting. So yeah, they have so much content for those attendees that they have to split it up into tracks. So you can really identify which track you're most likely to like, and that way it helps you sort through the events that are on so that you can make the most of your time while you're there.
They even have a track for doomsday preppers.
Yeah, it's pretty awesome. It's like all the apocalyptic stuff. And
yeah, I mean, if you want to learn how to do weaponry, if you want to learn how to do costuming, puppetry, I mean, they have workshops as well. If you want to become a writer, if you want to get in the film industry, things like that. There are so many things. Voice acting. They have like a voice acting 101 class.
Yeah.
Or actually workshop. I mean, you do have to pay a little extra for those workshops, but man, they have
pretty amazing.
So much anime, sci-fi, high fantasy, like low fantasy.
Nah, they don't have low fantasy.
But there really is something for everybody, and these panels are run from having high celebrity guests like the people from Arrowverse, footage coming soon, and all the way to just fans of a franchise.
Yeah, or even just social events, just random people getting together. They've got so much. It would be impossible to do everything.
Well, so what were some of the things that you liked from Dragon Con?
So, you know, one of the overarching things that I really liked was just the sense of community, of like people from fandoms, especially smaller fandoms, getting together with other people who think that the stuff you think is awesome is just as awesome or even more awesome, so you can learn from the time and energy that they've put into this fandom. You can learn more about it. Yeah, so like, you know, I'm part of kind of a smaller fandom of Brandon Sanderson. He's an author. He's writing amazing books. You should definitely go check him out if you haven't already. Mistborn trilogy, I mean, the whole Cosmere is amazing.
Yeah.
So, but, you know, I have a couple of friends who really like him, but other than that, there's really nobody who knows about him or who has read his books, and so it's kind of lonely sometimes. So going to this convention helped me feel connected with people and not so alone in my geeking outness about him and his books. And so I imagine other people have a similar feeling of being able to go and feel accepted for something that other people might think is weird or unusual. You're there with people that think you're cool because you like the same stuff they do.
And also with each of the tracks, there's Facebook groups where you can get and talk to each other. There's a Pokemon Go group, everybody.
Are you serious?
Yes, yeah, there's a Pokemon Go group, and I've become friends with a whole lot of them, and man, I did not run out of Pokeballs at this convention.
Are you serious?
Yeah, seriously. So, I mean, it's really cool. Like, there's really something for everybody. There's so many people to talk to. One of the things that I really enjoyed were the cosplays.
People are so talented out there. It's really incredible, the work and the time and energy that they put into these cosplays.
Oh my goodness, yeah. I mean, I respect every single one of their cosplays. From the ones that may not be as elaborate to the ones that are like have electronics in them and everything. I mean, oh man, I have mad respect for the 501st and Rebel Legion. Man, those people put so much time and energy into their cosplays, even to the point point of having a microphone inside of the helmet and having a speaker to where they actually sound like a stormtrooper from the movie.
Wow, that's
and
cool.
and also they put fans in there to help themselves keep cool and everything. I mean, a lot of things that the 501st has come up with for their stuff is really incredible. And so like the level of detail and time that people put into these things is really, really amazing.
Yeah.
And it's so fun to look at. It really is.
It really is. It's amazing. I've discovered what track I'm most attracted to.
I see what you did there.
So I'm totally a high fantasy girl. So they tried to keep these tracks in kind of the same general location. So it was really convenient that I was able to basically stay in the same room for multiple sessions, and because that's where the stuff I was interested in was being held. And so I really liked their programming, and it was just really awesome.
So what was your favorite panel that you went to?
Brandon Sanderson, Cosmere Speculation.
Yeah. You see how she lit up with that too? That's awesome.
It was so great to just go and like hear other people's theories and get my mind blown by these awesome ideas that I'd never thought of before.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So my personal favorite was an hour with Catherine Tate. Man, she is hilarious.
Dr. Donna, she's my favorite companion.
Yeah, she's pretty amazing. I mean, but Catherine Tate, goodness, she, rather than having a moderator kind of handle everything, she had the people with questions come up on stage.
Awesome.
Oh, so many of them were like, hi. Like, they were having a heart attack. But she was like putting them at ease, and like the questions that she didn't know the answers to, she had a funny response that didn't make them feel stupid.
That's awesome.
And that was really, really cool. I mean, I also really enjoyed the Arrowverse panel as well. I mean,
you got really good seating for that.
Yeah, I did. But John Barrowman, that guy is a legend.
He's a legend.
Yes. I mean, not in Legends of Tomorrow, he's not a legend, but I mean, he's a legend in conventions, especially Dragon Con. He's known for his antics. Yeah. And he's hilarious on stage. Tom Cavanaugh was really great as well. So was Brandon Routh. I mean, everybody in that panel, they were just class acts, and they had great responses to pretty much every question that was asked. I will say one of my favorite interactions was with Austin St. John and Walter Jones. Our son doesn't really wave at people normally. He, and just out of the blue, starts waving at Walter Jones. He played Zack, the original Black Ranger on Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. And Walter Jones just melted, and he started playing with them and everything. And then Austin St. John comes and like boops his nose. Yeah. He's like boop, boop, and he's like interacting and got rather than seeing like the hey I'm cool everything like that, got to see a little more of the individual of who Walter Jones and Austin St. John are, and they are like really awesome people. And it made Austin kind of miss his kids a little bit, and he was talking to me about his kids, and then we started talking father to father, and I thought that was a really, really cool interaction. So along with the good, there's also some not so good things that happened at Dragon Con. One of those things for me was like in the Walk of Fame, which is where the celebrities go and you get you can have a selfie with them, you can get an autograph, you can chat with them for just a moment. It felt very rushed, like it's like you didn't have a second to breathe to decide, hey, who do I want to go to? Or people were always like, what are you doing when you come up to look at the prices for what each charges? Which, by the way, they charge for autographs and selfies. I mean, it makes sense. Everybody got to eat.
Right.
Yeah, I do feel like they kind of rush you through a lot of that. That wasn't so fun. It's like, let's keep it moving, everybody. I get it. You got to clear the area, but it could be a little nicer about it.
Yeah. And I think going along with that, there's just so many people in tight spaces. But, you know, the sidewalks are just a madhouse. There's just so many people, so it makes me wonder what smaller conventions are like, and kind of wanting to maybe go to a smaller convention next to see what the difference is without all the crowds.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, that's another point. Because of the fact that it's spread across all these different hotels, I think it's either 4 or 5 hotels that is spread across, along with America's Mart. You had to go out into the heat, and sometimes you had to walk long distances in the heat. I kind of wish that it were kind of a little more like San Diego Comic-Con or Fan X in Salt Lake City, where you had one large convention center and then you had it all in there. I understand that it's good for the hotels and everything like that. However, I just feel like it would be a little bit nicer to be in air conditioning the whole time.
Yeah, and elevators. The elevators were such a pain. We had our son in a stroller, and so we couldn't take the escalators.
Yeah, our son is 18 months old, by the way, at the time of filming this. So it wasn't feasible for him to walk up and down the stairs, especially with the crowds, or even try to ride the escalators. And so, like, we had to use the elevators, and it took forever, and sometimes you had to go down to go up, or go up to go down. Like, it was really hectic in some of those areas.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, so keep that in mind if you're going to be bringing a little one to Dragon Con. Strollers are a little bit of a pain, but they're kind of nice for bringing everything that you need.
Yeah.
One of the other things that we really like about Dragon Con are the vendors.
I was surprised at how much I enjoyed the vendors. There is so much cool stuff that you can buy.
Yes.
Including these.
Oh my goodness, yeah.
Take this off here. So. There we go, look at that. Alright, so that is a symbol from the Mistborn trilogy by Brandon Sanderson. That one represents zinc, the metal zinc, and this one represents brass. And I mean, where else am I gonna get officially licensed Mistborn earrings? Nowhere.
Nowhere.
Except online if I wanted to, but I didn't even know these existed until I went to this convention, and they were sitting there being awesome. The moment I put these in, I was just giggly and happy, and I've worn them every day since the convention. I've worn them to work, I've worn them to church, I've worn them everywhere.
Yeah. And, oh man, y'all should have seen the first moment that she put them on. Oh, it was so awesome. It made me so happy to get those for you.
I'm so happy.
Yeah. Some of y'all may have noticed a little new thing in the back of my videos. This little Green Lantern here. Let me just get that for you. Yeah, so...
That's so cool.
Yeah.
They called it pixel art. Right?
Yeah, this is a little piece of pixel art. And the cool thing about it is it glows. These glow around it. I wish I had a black light here to be able to show y'all, but yeah, it glows in the dark. So it just gives it that extra Green Lantern flair, and this was actually the last one that they had at the show. So I'm really glad to pick it up. I mean, like, look at the shadow detail even on the Green Lantern symbol. I mean,
so cool.
That's really cool. And so yeah, that's a new thing that you'll see in each of my new videos.
So cool. Last but not least, a little something for the babe.
Oh yeah. Oh, could not believe we found these.
Oh, so much fun. It's got the DC Comics heroes and villains, possibly.
Shh, this is his Christmas present.
Don't blow the surprise.
Yeah.
Teaching him about the ABCs and about bodies and about girl power, friendship. We're so excited for him to learn all this.
And then, like, they feature each of these individual superheroes.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
He's gonna love it.
Yeah, I'm gonna love reading it to him.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
How awesome. I mean, you gotta start him off young, right?
Yeah.
What are some of the big regrets that you have overall of Dragon Con?
I think I would have prepared more things to wear.
Yeah.
You know, after seeing all these people going all out with their cosplays, I'm like,
yes.
I need at least a few more nerdy shirts to wear to this thing.
Yeah.
You know, I've got my Angel Grove, repping the Angel Grove High School.
What?
But
AG all the way.
Yeah, but I want a few more nerdy shirts to wear at the very least.
Yeah. I mean, and that's definitely one place where you can feel comfortable wearing your nerdy shirts. And man, I got so many compliments on the different shirts that I wore. It just made me happy.
Oh yeah, it's fun. It's just part of the experience to just nerd out.
Another regret of mine is that I didn't make any friends there.
Yeah.
I would love. This is one of those places where you can meet somebody that has the same interests as you. It actually makes it easier to make those friends and connections of people that will go with you in the future to Dragon Con and might be lifelong friends. And I kind of regret not having made any friends.
Yeah, agreed. We didn't take the time to go to the social events. We didn't stay later in the night when those social events usually happen, so we kind of missed out on that.
And also, we didn't really take the opportunity to go to any of the things with other parents that are
which
going
they
to
do
Dragon
have
Con.
those during the day.
Yeah, they have an entire track for people with children.
Yeah.
It's called the Kaleidoscope track.
Yeah. So I think making more use out of that so that we can connect with people, I think that's a thing we should do in the future.
Yeah, and also I wish that I had paid a little more attention to like what's happening on Saturday. I mean, because of all the cosplays and everything like that, I didn't really feel the need to go and see the parade, especially with how much of a pain, because of the fact that that's open to the public. You have to go insanely early to get the spot that you actually want, and then you have to stay out there in the heat for a really long time in order to get to the parade.
Or else you can watch it on TV.
Or else you can do DC TV.
Yeah.
Oh no. Yeah, you can actually pay a fee, but that's for convention goers only. So, yeah.
But I think they might broadcast it on public TV.
Maybe, but yeah. So that I wish that I had paid a little more attention to that to see if it was worth fighting the crowds to go on Saturday, and it ended up that we didn't have any panels that we really wanted to go to. We didn't have any other events that we really wanted to go to, and we could have gone and done a few other things that Saturday. I mean, that may not be the case every year, but I wish that I paid a little more attention to the schedule and see if there was actually a need to make the trip out. Luckily we are blessed to live close to Dragon Con. That's one of the reasons why we do go, and so it's not a big deal for us whether we miss a day or not. I'm looking forward to going next year because I will be there. Well, that's going to wrap things up for this episode of Geek Done Right. Hey, did you go to Dragon Con? Has anything that we've said made you want to go to Dragon Con? If you go, if you don't go, let's talk about why in the comment section down below. And please make sure to smash that like button. It really helps me out a lot. It makes me happy. She hears about it all the time.
Yes, I get updates every hour on the hour.
And subscribe if you haven't already, and hit that notification bell so you can be notified and know for sure when new episodes come out, because they are coming, I promise you. And be ready for those episodes from Geek Done Right. Until next time, y'all take it easy. Peace.